Hello friends, this is Sai Fanindra from SQL School. I assure you, complete practical training approach, 100% practice oriented, real world scenarios with an amazing, powerful, easier to understand and useful for our career Azure Data Factory and Synapse Analytics or Synapse Analytics. Completely into practice mode right from the scratch. Let's understand what is Azure, why to go for Azure, what is Synapse Analytics, why to go for it, how they are interlinked with each other step by step. Let's understand. And in our journey today, we'll also understand about our actual lab plan with all the different items or different ways of learning our course and the dependency chart. Come on, let's understand slowly step by step what is Azure Data Factory. Yes, a lengthy curriculum, really a lengthy course. We'll start from the very basics, right from the very basics of Azure, assuming we are very new to Data Factory. In this particular course, we'll be understanding right from fundamentals to Azure configurations, fundamentals of Azure, Azure basics, and slowly step into something called Synapse Data Warehouse. Assuming you're aware of regular local SQL Server basics, the prerequisite. Basics of SQL Server TSQL should be fine. Basics should be fine to step slowly into Synapse activities. Synapse is a data warehousing environment. We say DW. From there, we'll understand how to create tables, perform data loads, monitoring activities. And for every concept, you get mock tests. You'll submit and get my answers back. We'll be understanding slowly the limitations of data loads with respect to traditional transact SQL queries, need for data factory. Here we'll understand about something called DIU, Data Integration Units, DIU architecture for ADF, Data Factory. Understand examples step by step with respect to data loads, data exports, data imports, incremental loads, and Azure sources, local on-premise sources. We'll be understanding something called as incremental loads and data flow. Here we'll come across various transformations like conditional splits, aggregates, window functions, joins, etc. Understand the need for Synapse workspace. A nice workspace for implementing the pipelines. Same interface as Data Factory, we have Synapse workspace pipeline interface. From there, we have something called Spark pools. We'll be understanding how to work with Synapse Studio, a web interface. Understand data loads and analytical scripts. We'll slowly understand about additional transformations in data flow called pivot and join activities, windows and rank functions. We'll understand incremental loads with respect to files and tables. Here we come across parameters, incremental load with respect to parameters. And this is the place where we need to apply some transact SQL code. So you will revise SQL Server basics on constraints, joins, and merge operations. These three should be enough. Constraints, joins and merge statement for absurd activities. In our warehousing environment, we come across something called star schema, snowflake schema. We'll understand polybase, optimizations, and security, including migration activities, ADF migrations. And for every concept would be having mock tests for every concept throughout the course. Request you to make sure we follow the things carefully, practice the classes on time, try to solve these mock tests, mostly scenario based, like what you do, how you do, etc. And get my answers back. Next, back to the screen. Let's understand what is data factory and what is Synapse, why to go for it. Let's see. Here we go. Data factory and Synapse. Before we proceed, what is cloud? Cloud is a platform to ensure 24/7 access to your data. Yes, for example, here we have certain examples just to understand the concept. There is one warehouse, data warehouse I built few minutes back in cloud. This data warehouse I built just now, we can access directly from the browser, Azure SQL DW, from SQL School Prod server. We can also access the same warehouse from your local computer also. So warehouse is same, but we can access either from a cloud environment, a browser based environment, or even from a local tool like SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. So cloud is basically a storage area, some sort of storage and play area to play with your data. We can perform data storage, data access, analytics, reporting, what and what not, just to play area with your data. Easy access and fully secured. Benefits of cloud. No physical infrastructure is involved, hence low maintenance overhead. And easy security and threat management. We are going to practice big data storage and analytics. We'll understand, enjoy flexible user-friendly environments, rich support for open source technologies and platforms, and automated maintenance and service pack operations. For example, in our course, we come across something called as Synapse Analytics or Synapse Analytics. This Synapse Workspace is an ETL and storage environment that comes with a easy to use tool called Synapse Studio tool, a web-based utility, web-based tool. And what we do here, yes, we can perform storage, ETL, or staging, optimizations, etc. So here the main advantage of analytics workspace, yes, beside easy access to your data, development, engineering, etc. Additionally, it is super fast, auto-tuned. Automatic patching activities would be taken place as and when required. To implement this cloud from ETL, extract, transform, and load. And from data engineering perspective, there are three cloud providers: Azure Cloud, AWS Cloud, and Google Cloud. Why to go for Azure? Yes, it is Microsoft products, comparatively cheaper, easy to use, easy to integrate with any type of user applications. And this Azure environment suits Windows and non-Windows operations, non-Windows and Windows environments for easy end user access. So in general, at your job desk as a data engineer, we are mostly involved in storage, optimization, security, data processing. ETL with something called Polybase, part of our course, big data analytics and cluster activities, cluster management. So as per the latest DP203 certification exam, we are supposed to concentrate on four things: storage, ETL, extract, transform, load, security, and optimization. Four important pillars that makes our resume and profile as a data engineer. So from data engineering perspective, we have ETL components, four ETL components: data factory, data lake analytics, Databricks, and stream analytics. Four storage components: Azure Synapse, storage, Azure Storage, data lake storage, and Cosmos. This Cosmos also uses NoSQL. Four ETL components, four storage components, and three additional components: Monitor, Azure Key Vaults, and Azure Functions. With this information, now here we go. I repeat again: four storage components, four ETL components, and then yes, we have three other components involved. Here it is, as per the DP203. Our course is for mainly on the first ETL component and the first storage component. What's the difference? Let's see. Data Factory, a cloud-based data integration service that we are going to practice from the very next class, to create data-driven workflows for automating data movement and transformations. So Azure Data Factory does not store any data, okay? It stores only something called as pipelines. We are supposed to design pipelines from next class. We are supposed to publish pipelines, make them live to the production environment, and then finally trigger or execute and schedule the pipelines. Compared to other traditional ETL environments like SSIS, Data Factory is entirely different. No dependency at all, independent. Anyone can learn Data Factory. Just make sure you have some knowledge on SQL Server basics, it should be enough. No additional dependencies. Simple drag and drop. Yes, we go for data orchestration or movement of data, movement of big data across different platforms. For example, you have some storage, to processing, to BI and reporting, etc. And we are going to practice another important item, Azure Synapse, also called dedicated SQL pool. It's an analytics service for warehousing activities and big data analytics. Yes, we can generate reports. There are inbuilt reporting components in Synapse. We are going to understand in our course. Here we come across something called MPP architecture, massively parallel processing architecture. Mainly for the purpose of big data processing, we have this option, MPP. So using Synapse Workspace and Synapse pool, SQL pool, we have column store technology. So unique column values are stored in the database. Automated tuning capability, maintenance activities, and fully secured. With this information, we got our course plan starting from our next class. Make sure in your computer you have SQL Server and SSMS installed to start our Data Factory Synapse course or the complete data engineering course as per your job profile and plan. Make sure you have SQL Server 2017 or 19. Any edition, any version is okay. And next we are going to understand about installation of these tools like Data Studio, Integration Runtime, or Data Factory Migration Tool, etc. Next examples one by one, later classes. And we are going to create an Azure service. Here it is. An Azure account. Inside Azure account, we have different options to work with Azure Synapse. Either you create SQL Server manually, then create a Synapse workspace, or you create a Synapse workspace, one server will be auto created. Both are same. Either you create the server, then go for workspace, or let Azure create a server while creating the workspace, during creation of workspace. So in our course, we are going to learn two things in parallel: Data Factory and Synapse Analytics, Synapse Workspace, and Synapse Studio. And as and when required, we'll understand the comparisons with respect to Data Factory as well as Synapse. We'll understand the differences and common things between. So study material, the practice material, mock test questions, no problem, everything ready to be sent to you on email. All we need to do is make sure we have on-time practice. Revise SQL Server TSQL, DML, DDL, select, constraints, joins, merge, and basics of stored procedures. Get them. Just make sure you're already aware of the concepts, please revise them. If in case you are new to SQL Server, you will join SQL Server first. Then go for Data Factory, left side red box. A part of your data engineering content. DP203 certification from Microsoft. Part of it we have Data Factory, a majority part. What are the other parts? Storage components, Cosmos and regular storage, data lake storage, and ETL components, data lake analytics, Databricks, and stream analytics. Observe carefully here. And in case if you would like to extend your learning, get a shape for your resume with end-to-end implementations, then you can opt for Power BI. Additionally, add on. Choice is yours. Power BI is more completely into reporting. So here are the list of courses. We are into part of box number 7, that is Data Factory and Synapse Analytics. And what we are going to learn here on my screen. If you are already aware of SQL Server concepts, looking forward for Data Factory and Synapse, then here it is for you. Right from Azure fundamentals, we'll slowly understand Azure SQL Server, Azure Data Factory activities, right from the basics of pipeline creations, data orchestration across Azure Storage, Azure SQL, copy data tool, its usage and limitations, need for data flow, and need for transformations inside data flow, various parameters, array, and other activities will perform. Then comes Synapse, a dedicated data warehouse environment. Serverless and dedicated SQL options are available. We are going to practice them slowly. We need to understand about something called Spark clusters, Python and Scala notebooks for the purpose of ETL. We need to learn in Synapse. Storage accounts, data lake storage, Cosmos, stream analytics for IoT, event hubs, and data bricks and delta bricks. Data bricks and delta bricks. All these are from the complete ADE, Azure Data Engineering Plan. You would like to learn more, then you can opt for Power BI. Additional 4 more weeks for the purpose of understanding the source data from Azure, identifying the possible bottlenecks, identifying the common issues and formatting entities. So these involve certain time when working with huge amount of data would be taken care in Power BI. With all this information, you got the lab plan. We'll start from the scratch. If you are able, if you install SQL Server 2017 or 19 with SSMS tool, any edition is okay. Developer, standard, enterprise. Any version is okay, 2017, 2019. Get these things installed. So that we'll start our actual classes from next, actual sessions from the next class we'll do. What about the practice part? Yes, for practice purpose, you require to have a credit card. You need to have your own credit card to activate the free trial, and you would be using it before the trial expires or before the credit expires. You would be given $200 free credit at the time of creating the Azure account. Say for example, you would like to learn the pipelines, go for the free account, about $200 free credit. It should be enough for the complete data factory and Synapse practice. And what we learn on my screen, the complete keywords. We are going to learn number 1, right from the basics of Azure Synapse. Right from the basics of Azure Synapse and Azure fundamentals, we'll practice it carefully. And we are going to understand about, after understanding all the fundamentals, we'll take Azure SQL Server, Azure SQL Database, called DTUs and firewalls, connections, components, various options to create tables and optimize big data. We'll practice them. We'll understand about the need for data factory. So here it is, we have data factory, and we'll understand about various types of ETL operations with respect to copy data tool, data flow, so on. We'll understand various transformation activities and apply these pipelines inside Synapse Analytics with Synapse Workspace, Python, Scala, and Spark SQL notebooks. With all these lengthy curriculum, You can opt for either live online training or on-demand video training. It is the same curriculum, same course plan. Same curriculum and same course plan. Next. Here we go. I shall wait for your doubts, clarifications. You can mail me for your doubts and clarifications. I'll make sure all sessions are completely real time, completely practical, and I'll ensure you enjoy the subject. We'll do it carefully. Just make sure you practice on time throughout the course. We'll start right from the scratch carefully one by one and continue a long way with optimizations, integrations, polybase, etc. Coming to optimization, there are 13 concepts we need to learn exclusively in the tuning concepts. 13 concepts in tuning techniques. So lot to learn. Let's make sure we have time to practice. With this information, we'll stop for now and I shall mail you for your doubts, clarifications, etc. I'll just put this way. Thank you very much. Have a nice time and hope to see you in our actual live demo class, or you may opt for the on-demand video access. Thank you very much once again. Do reach me for your doubts and clarifications. Glad to assist you. Thank you. Thank you very much once again.